Every little boy has visions of being a professional athlete, and it is every father's dream to raise a son to follow in his footsteps. At the ripe old age of 3, Peyton Manning knew his calling. We've watched Peyton grow up and nurture his skills to be an All-America quarterback at Tennessee and the first pick in this year's NFL Draft. Today, 19 and a half years later, Archie Manning's dream and a 3-year-old's vision have been realized. It's game 1 of Peyton William Manning's NFL career. Season, and for the first time since 1989, the RCA Dome is sold out for a home opener. Our matchup from the AFC East, it's the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. A new era begins today in Indy, and it begins with that man. Peyton Manning takes the next step to the professional level. And moments ago, the curtain rose on a young leading actor that will be part of a rather intriguing 3-hour drama here today. Peyton Manning and his NFL debut. Welcome, everybody. Ian Eagle along with Mark May. Great to be with you for the return of the NFL on CBS. And Mark, every professional athlete's career starts somewhere. For Peyton Manning, this is the day.
Edie.
Hey there, Carol.
What are you doing here?
Oh, my house burned down. And I needed to take a long, hot shower. So where are you off to? Looking so pretty.
Baby, it's Monday Night Football. Game starts in 10 minutes.
Oh, you and your little games. I've got a game you can play.
Edie, this is major. We've got Parcells and the Cowboys, and Donovan needs me.
Well, what about my needs? What about Edie?
Will you stop it? All of Philadelphia is counting on me.
Well, I can't help myself. I love you, T.O.
Then how about you tell me what's buried underneath that pool?
Oh, you know I can't tell you that.
Then I got a game to play.
Terrell, wait.
Oh, hell. Team's gonna have to win this one without me.
Oh, my God. Who watches this trash? Sex, lies, betrayal.
And that woman is just so desperate.
I know what you should watch. Are you ready for some football?
The big game's on. It's Monday night, showtime. And ready to fight. Let's go. It couldn't be better. Let's kick the big game off. Kick it! This year the Broncos are gonna get freaky. Romo and Greasy, Strahan and Tiki. Let's kick the big game off. Kick it!
It's the season premiere of ABC's Monday Night Football, and we'll raise the curtain with a blockbuster. Brian Greasy, Terrell Davis, and the charged-up Denver Broncos christen their new stadium against the NFC champions. A year ago, the Giants rode Jim Fossil's guarantee all the way to Super Bowl 35, only to be crushed by the Baltimore Ravens. Tonight, with unfinished business, they begin a new trip.
I'm ready to go. I think everybody's ready to go. It starts now. The games count. Training camp is over, and it's time to go at it full force.
Monday Night Football, year 32. It's cooler than me and hotter than you. The Giants and Denver, what could be better? Let's kick the big game. Let's kick the big game. Let's kick the big game off. Come on! Are you ready? Kick it!
All right, showtime! Are you ready? Hit it! Come on and hit it! Come on and get ready! Are you ready for some football? A Monday night holiday! Yes, sir! The countdown to the kickoff has officially The setting couldn't be any more perfect. Sunset over the front range of the Rockies. Beautiful night, 75 degrees, Invesco Field at Mile High. Right next door, the old stadium, Mile High Stadium. Moments ago, the Bronco legends, led by John Elway, came out into the field. The crowd went wild. Now here come the 2001 Broncos as the crowd goes wild, as their team gets ready to start the 2001 season at home in their new digs against the NFC champion New York Giants. I'm Al Michaels. Welcome to Denver. And the New York Giants come to town, a team that surprised everybody by getting to the Super Bowl last season. But which Giant team shows up this year? The one that routed Minnesota in the NFC Championship game, or the one that was routed by Baltimore in the Super Bowl? They've retained most of their key players, just about all of their coaching staff, and to a man, they're very confident. They think they're being overlooked, but they are certain they can get back to the Super Bowl. Meanwhile, Denver was 11-5 last year. The Broncos had to make a lot of changes, and they did make some key additions, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And offensively, after two injury-racked seasons, back in the starting lineup tonight will be Terrell Davis. And Dan Fouts, before Davis was hurt, he was the best running back in the National Football League, but what a test tonight for him.
It certainly is, Al. This is a classic matchup. Great defense in the Giants, led by Michael Strahan. Number 2 last year in stopping the run, up against the number 2 scoring offense in the NFL last year, the Denver Broncos. Terrell Davis will play 2/3 of the game tonight. Mike Anderson will spell him. His head coach, Mike Shanahan, very, very confident. The Broncos like to run wide, let Davis cut back. Tonight, the Broncos are going to go right at the Giants. Talk about a confident team.
And two of the guys who will try to stop him for the Giants, a man who is no stranger to the Pro Bowl, number 98, Jesse Armstead, and the aforementioned Michael Strahan, going up against Davis, Greasy, and the Broncos on Monday Night Football.
Tonight's quarterback breakdown is brought to you by McDonald's.
What's going on, people? This is another edition of the Ace Takers Rants, and today we're going to talk about obviously these 0-3 Detroit Lions after losing 24-12 against the Denver Broncos, and the Lions' first Sunday Night Football appearance ever on NBC. At least at Ford Field at home, and it's the home opener, and they lose it, and now the team is 0-3, and the team is got to go to Seattle next Monday night, another primetime game, to get embarrassed nationally. And then one of the hottest teams in football coming in here again to Ford Field in a couple of weeks against the Arizona Cardinals. So Danville finally get a chance to breathe, because the Bears are coming up, which will probably be our first opportunity to get a win this season. The way things have been looking. This game right here is one of those games where you're just like, damn, you actually had a chance to win, because coming into this game, I think most people probably had Denver winning, and probably winning by a lot. Maybe it'll be close, but you just thought that realistically Denver was going to kick our ass. Didn't matter that this game was at home or not. You was using most of your hope, and you was using non-football reasons why, this team was going to win. Obviously, it was the home opener. It was the first game of Sunday Night Football history at Ford Field. All of that junk. And the team was 7-1 last year, so they're a pretty good damn home team. So you thought you had everything football-wise going your side. But you realistically knew Denver was going to win either way it goes. But the thing that I think people were surprised today was that you actually really had a chance to win, and the defense stepped the fuck up today. And see, that's where you get really frustrated as a Lions fan. This season in particular, because I had a lot of people, I listened to a lot of people last week, The reason why this season's losses, especially last week, now a lot of people have claimed last week, and I've said this as well, that last week's loss is probably the worst loss that you've ever felt as a Lions fan. Ever. Because it was against the Vikings, a team that people was putting over you, and the media was putting over you. And the one thing all Lions fans know this season, we have a really talented, good team that just came off of a playoff appearance with so much hope. So much hope coming off that Dallas loss last year. And you just felt like this team was going to take the next step. Maybe even take an even larger step, win a playoff game, win this division, whatever have you. I don't know about Super Bowl this year, but you even felt like that. You even felt like that was a possibility. That we were inching towards the Super Bowl the next next 2 or 3 years. Well, the thing is, man, is that the team has let us down. And look, the preseason probably fooled all of us. They gave us a bag of goods. Stafford was looking like he was, all we heard was that, hey, they're looking so comfortable in this offense. Defense is ready to move on with Sue. All of this stuff that they promised you. And in the first 2 weeks, the team looked like absolute shit out there. But this week was a little different. The team did not look like shit. Well, they sort of did on offense about halfway through the game. But at least defensively, except on those 2 murder routes from Slay, the 2 burnt routes that he suffered in this game, the team actually looked pretty good. They looked like they did in the first half against the San Diego Superchargers. They shut down the running game. I heard there was only like 40 yards for Denver rushing the football today. So we shut that down. Passing wise, I thought we did a pretty good job against Peyton Manning. He didn't really kill us in the air like I thought he was going to do. I thought he was definitely going to put up more than 30 today, maybe even get close to 40. Because of the way I said, man, Peyton Manning has got to be better than Phillip Rivers and Teddy Bridgewater. He's got to kill us worse than those 2 guys did. And he actually played like shit himself. Like, I'm hearing, you guys know that's why I take a little longer to make my videos, because I try to listen to the radio and I also try to listen to the other fan bases, what they think. Denver fans are actually not even happy with this fucking win. They'll take it. But Denver fans are actually saying they played like shit tonight. They're not happy with Denver's performance. And there's some panic out there because of the way the team is playing, even though they're 3-0. So that means we did something right, because a lot of them were like, man, the Lions had their chances to win this game. The Lions look a lot better than it. They look, honestly, like I said, I've been listening to Denver fans all night. Denver fans are telling us we don't look like shit. They were telling us tonight's game, we were looking really good. We just was missing our opportunities to take leads. They were saying they were scared a ton in this game. Like, man, Calvin Johnson might just take off, whatever. Even after Ebron made that huge catch in the 4th, maybe they were going to lose right there. And then they just do it again and again and again, and they fool you, and they keep fooling you, and they fooled you some more in this game. Lions didn't get it done. Now, like I said before, what kills me in this particular game here is 2 different reasons. First of all, it's a national game, so the perception that people already have about the Lions is not going away. They think that our team is like the Chicago Cubs of the NFL, which is an insult to us, because we know how the Chicago Cubs are. So people still look down at us, and, despite us going to a lot of people just think that's an anomaly. So we had a chance to really prove ourselves against the big, bad, tough Denver Broncos, Denver Donkeys, and we didn't do it. Number 2, we played pretty damn well. Even the offensive line started to click once we made the move with Waddle. and we still lost. And I definitely think I figured out what's wrong with this team this week. I definitely think I figured it out this week. Because I've been trying to figure it out on it, it's taking me some time to figure out what's wrong. Because the first week caught me by surprise. The second week, I was caught with surprise, but I was, figuring out things, and then I think I finally figured it out this week. And I even went over it last week, probably in the majority of my fucking video. It's time, once and for all, for Joe Lombardi to not be able to call Lions offensive plays anymore this season, at least for the time being. General Caldwell, you're going to have to take this over starting this Monday. You're going to have to take over the play calling duties. No excuses. You got to take them over. You got to take over these play calling duties. And I am definitely convinced that this offense is lacking because of Lombardi. Because his play calls were shit tonight. We could have won this game. And that's the frustrating thing about it. We could have won this fucking game. And in my opinion, because Stafford wasn't getting beat up around like he was the last couple of weeks. Like, I mean, he was getting hit, but like he wasn't getting hit like he was the first couple of weeks, especially last week. He wasn't getting hit like that. So in this game, we figured it out that the play calling we're suffering. Because defensively, they're doing all they can. I'm seeing it right now, man. Defensively, they bailed us out a ton today. This team was getting a lot of Peyton Manning couldn't get a third down to save his life converted today. We were getting a lot of 4th and 1s. We were forcing him to punt a bunch in this game. If you just take out the Owen Daniels touchdown at the end there, it was really only 17 points we gave up on defense today. We literally played our asses off on defense for the first time this season. For the whole game. We were looking like last year's Terrell Austin fixed something. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was Karan Reed coming back. I don't know what the fuck it was. Josh Bynes calling the plays. I'm going to talk about the defense in a sec, but we were on point on defense today. And I'm so proud of the defense for rebounding after those horrible, shitty-ass 2 weeks. I'm proud of the defense today. But the thing is, the offense did not reward them like they should have. And it's because of this goddamn play calling. Because we can't really blame it on the offensive line this week like we did the last couple of weeks. We can't do it this week. Offensive line played a lot better than they did. The fact that Von Miller's name was barely called in this game, DeMarcus Ware's name was barely called in this fucking game. The Denver defense, I think it was only like 1 sack or some shit until a certain point in the second half. Something like that, man. We looked a lot better, but the run blocking still sucks. And and I think it's got more to do with the scheme than it does the blocking too, because the I don't know what the fuck it is. Because I believe we have the backs. We've got Amir Abdullah. We've got Zach Zenner. We're not using Zach Zenner right now, but we at least got Amir Abdullah, and I think Amir Abdullah could be effective in the running game. It's this shitty ass system, and it's this shitty ass play calling, this dink and dunking. Dude, that last drive was killing me as a Lions fan because we were getting embarrassed. Matthew Stafford in a 2-minute drill was throwing 5-yard passes. What the fuck? And he was missing like more than half of them. What the fuck are we throwing 5-yard routes for? The fuck? Shouldn't we be throwing to the end zone? Al Michaels bought that shit up. Shouldn't we be throwing it to the fucking end zone? And let me just say something, man. Chris Collinsworth sounded so disappointed today too. I mean, I heard it in his voice when he said there was one thing that really stuck out to me in this game from the announcers. This is why I really love listening to Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth do games. Because there was one thing that they pointed out that I was screaming to the masses of my throat today. Peyton Manning is not doing anything in this game. This is a time for Matthew Stafford to step up. You're at home, Sunday Night Football. Everyone's ready to see you drive down the field and take this fucking lead. And they didn't do it. And Chris Collinsworth sounded so disappointed when Matthew Stafford was turning that ball over. He sounded so disappointed. Like he knows the Lions are a better team than this. Even Kirk Morrison last week, when he did our game for Fox, and the guy, I forgot who we had the first week. Was that Charles Davis? So far, all the color commentators that have done our games this season knows damn well we're a better team than our record is. They all sound disappointed like if you listen to late fourth quarters of our games, they sound so fucking disappointed with our fucking team. Because they know we're way better than this. We are not an 0-3 fucking team. Not at all. We are not fucking 0-3. 0-3 teams are bum-ass teams. Like the Chicago Bears, that's an 0-3 fucking team. That's an 0-3 fucking team. This Lions team is either a 3-0 team or a 2-1 team. That's what the fuck we are. We're not even a 1-2 team. We're a 3-0 or 2-1 team. But we're not executing these fucking games. And it's so fucking disappointing. Like I said, I could blame Stafford all day. You know, and say that, you know, this dude looking like a rookie quarterback out there tonight. And all of that shit, still turning the ball over at the most least opportunistic times. But it really goes to this fucking horrendous play calling. The thing that annoyed me to no end, and Chris Collinsworth, again, credit to Chris Collinsworth for pointing this out. I have not seen a play where you had Matthew Stafford, and I think I mentioned this before, where Matthew Stafford was dancing in the pocket and throwing the ball deep to Calvin Johnson. I have not seen that this season. I haven't even seen that shit to Golden Tate this year. Did they just completely take that shit away from us this season? Like, what the fuck? We're not even doing that. That was one of our strengths. We're not even throwing a ball down the field 50 yards or anything, 40 yards. Matthew Stafford's completion percentage has been up this year because he's not even throwing it down. He's not even taking chances. He's playing it safe. Now, how the fuck are we going to win when you're playing it safe? Teams that play it safe have a fucking running game. We don't have a fucking running game. When you have a running game, you could play it safe. Because more than likely, your running game is going to step up and get first downs and is going to run that clock down. We don't have a running game, so we can't play it safe like that. New Orleans Super Bowl season. Even when Drew Brees was throwing those little short passes and shit like that, he would still throw it long. And guess what he had? He had Pierre Thomas as his fucking running back that season. And Pierre Thomas, that 2009 season, was a fucking beast. Lombardi, we don't have a fucking running game for you to be playing it fucking safe. I'm so fucking frustrated, man, that this defense played really well and we still couldn't fucking win. We even put LaAdrian Waddle on the right tackle position and that shit worked on the offensive line. We actually had that clicking for us. And we still could not execute a game-winning drive. play calls got to change next week. It's got to change next week. Let me go over everybody because this is not going to be a long video. I'm not stretching this shit out because I might end up making a Seahawks preview or hate video, whatever the fuck, because it's a long week. I might make one. I don't know. But I didn't want to spend that much time talking about this fucking game just yet. You're probably going to get another video from me. I don't know because I'm really not in the mood to talk about this game. Got some shit I got to do tomorrow. I know I need to fucking eat something and I need to fucking rest. So I'm really not trying to make it that fucking long. Yeah, because I couldn't eat because of this fucking game, man. I don't like eating during Lions games, and if they lose, I don't have the appetite to fucking eat. Yeah, defensively, we look real good. Like, again, Ziggy Ansah, no doubt about the best player on this fucking team. But the MVP tonight was actually Josh Bynes. And I didn't see that coming for a second. Josh Bynes was actually getting it done. That was probably the only good coaching move I've seen for Carl. That and the Waddle move was pretty good. And this is why I'm frustrated, because I know Carl Wills guys, he has what it takes to be a really good coach in this league. And that's why I'm frustrated. He's letting Lombardi pull his ass down. He's letting Lombardi pull his fucking ass down. Jim Caldwell, you got to step up and take over, man. This dude is going to lead us to an 0-5 record, man. He don't know how to fucking call plays. Anyway, Josh Bynes, after the horrendous opening week he had against the Chargers, replacing Levy, I thought he did a really good job there. I would like to see him stay there. He did pretty well. Lewis was okay again. I'm still not satisfied because I want to see more Calvin Noy. The line was pretty good today. Getting a lot of pressure, shut down the running game. Like I said, led by Ziggy Ansah, Jason Jones. Nada actually looked pretty good for once today. I thought he looked pretty good. I mean, he wasn't a consistent monster today, but compared to the first 2 weeks, Haloti Nada, let's just say he showed up finally. Karan Reed, we definitely needed him. He looked, I've seen some things out of him. Gabe Wright. In the secondary, and like I said, Darius Slay had a rough night. I think he was overplaying himself. I think he tried to do too much because he was trying to prove himself, trying to get that interception off of Manning. He let the bright lights get to him. That's how I was like, man, Darius Slay, you just got to shut the fuck up and let your play do the talking before these games, man. Because, man, you're becoming one of the most elite corners in the game. But you got to shut the fuck up, dude. Like, I really believe Peyton Manning tested your ass, man. When Demaryius Thomas got that touchdown before the half, he was testing your ass. And that was the other thing I was frustrated with. Why did the Lions not try to get that clock down before the half? It's just some idiotic shit. Glover Quinn enters huge interception. One hitter bowl looked a lot better this week. Mathis was a fucking beast tonight, man. It's like he was, especially the start of the game, like he was ready tonight. Mathis was ready tonight, dude. He was ready. Mathis he's slowly going down as the most impressive 35-plus-year-old corner I've ever seen in my fucking life, man. This dude is getting it done over the age of 35, man. I mean, I kudos to him, man. He's not ready to give his job to Quandre Diggs just yet. He's not ready to do it just yet. So, yeah, man, I'm glad Terrell Austin, I'm glad your defense finally stepped up this week, man. I got nothing but, I don't really got a lot of negatives to throw at the defense this week. There were some, but I don't really got nothing to really point out that's important. At least anything that I can remember. Maybe you guys can remember. I don't know. But the defense looked pretty good to me. And when Denver fans are saying your defense look really fucking good, I'll take it. So the problem was really just with the offense. Calvin Johnson did his thing, but only disappointing thing you see for Calvin Johnson is just not getting the ball deep down the field. I don't know if he's not capable of doing that anymore, or it's just, I don't know, whatever the fuck. Ebron again. Between him and Waddle, those are like my offensive MVPs today. Golden Tate not really getting the ball that much this year. This is getting frustrating too. I want to see more out of fucking Golden Tate. What the hell? Lance Moore, look, he's a waste of time. I only saw one catch out of him. I'm really disappointed with Lance Moore right now. I don't even know if they had TJ Jones in the offense to really criticize him, even though he did a really good job returning kicks. I just didn't see him. I know Corey Fuller didn't play today. But TJ Jones, like I knew he would, he'd be a good-ass returner. And I just want to see this kid do more offense. But Joyke Bell is washed up. Stephen Tulloch is washed up. I don't want to see these motherfuckers get that many snaps. They should be very limited in the amount of time they get from here on out. It's really time to throw Zach Zenner out there. Theo Reddick was used a lot today. Didn't fumble. And that's the thing we got to clean up is these fucking turnovers, because Seattle is going to eat our asses alive. Seattle, you know it. They're going to eat our ass alive next week. Arizona will do it also. We got to cut down these turnovers, man. Wrapping up this video, man, I will say this, man. The Lions haven't got beat by anybody. In the NFL this year, through the first 3 weeks, there's not an elite team out there except the New England Patriots. Don't let these other 3-0 teams fool you. They're not 3-0 teams. Carolina, Atlanta, they're more like a 1-2, 2-1 team, taking advantage of an easy-ass fucking opening schedule. Atlanta's schedule's been a lot more tougher than Carolina's. Carolina hasn't faced anybody. What else was I about to say about that? Yeah, New England's the only elite team. Denver, oh man, they've gotten real lucky this year. All 3 fucking games they've gotten lucky. But they're getting it done when it counts. So really not too much you could say against them in that regard. What else was I about to say? Yeah, the Lions didn't get beat by anybody this season, man. Chargers, especially. I got fooled by the fucking Chargers. I thought they were a better team than that. These motherfuckers started out 1-2, got blasted at Minnesota today. That just told me right there that the Lions beat themselves in that game. I'm not getting fooled by Minnesota's 2-1 record. We know they're a worse team than they are. They'll get beat by Denver next week. Yeah, Minnesota not that fucking good. So I believe we beat ourselves in that game. And we beat ourselves against Denver as well tonight, obviously. Denver, it's like Denver just kept on handing the game to us like, hey, you guys want to take it? You guys want to take it? We never took it. So, looking forward here, man. I'm seeing an 0-5 record. Not 0-16 like some people are predicting. Because we'll beat the Bears twice, so we'll probably be at the very least 2-14. We're gonna start off 0-5. It had to be some fucking miracle or something, but this is the thing that I can't say on a positive note that I say we can take out of this game. We've drawn more positives from this game than we have in the first 2. And I'm being serious about this. If we could just execute, because I don't even think Seattle and Arizona are capable of beating us unless we beat ourselves. We have to beat ourselves in order to lose games right now because we're that fucking good. But there's something not clicking, and it's the play calling, and it's some other things that's like mentally not clicking right now with this Lions team. I think some of the positives that we draw, obviously, if we could please get DeAndre Levy back for one of these next 2 games, at least by the Arizona game. At least. If we don't get him back by the Monday night game, at least get him back by this Arizona game. If we could get him back, we've got some positives, man. I mean, the season. Look, as of right now, I'm ready to say playoffs are not happening, but the season could still be a positive, even if we don't make the playoffs. I would like to see the Lions just at least finish strong. It was a tough sledding with these first 5 games in the first place. I mean, but you can also take that as a positive that maybe facing tough teams every week, knowing that every game is a playoff game, the first 5 games of the season, you can use that experience so that when you face these lesser teams the rest of the year, you can be like, shit, we've been battled and tested. We can finish this season up strong. You know what I'm saying? Even if we don't make the playoffs, we can at least finish really strong in the second half, you know? I would at least like to see that out of the fucking Lions the rest of the year, man. You know? I'll take my bumps with these next 2 losses, man. I'm already calling it. We're going to lose the next 2 games. Unless we do something to get off the schneid. But I don't see it happening. But we got to do something. We got to make it happen. I don't know what we're going to do, but we got to make it happen. Big thank you to everyone who listened to this vid, watched this vid. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to the One Pride Riders. Shout out to everybody. And shout out to Raiders Nation today, man. Huge win. And that's the thing that I was enjoying that fucking win for hours until this Lions game came on. That's the thing that be killing me, man. The Raiders are fucking 2-1. They got a huge chance to go 3-1 after this Bears game. I'm so proud of the Raiders right now. I really want to do a Raiders individual video on my channel. I might do one. I'm not sure just yet, but I really want to talk about. I might wait until next week, but I really do want to talk about the Raiders in a full video. They're doing so good right now. What a win in Cleveland, but I just can't. I can't celebrate it because of my Lions, man. My Lions are they're bringing me down every fucking Sunday so far, man. They are killing the start of my weeks, man. I mean, can you guys please think about your fucking fans and pick up these goddamn W's, man? God damn. Fuck. And one last little thing. Yasmin Green, man. My Seattle girl right now. Baby girl, man. It's going to be a tough week for you, man, because the Seahawks won this week. And the Lions lost. And, you know, that's the thing about coming on Sunday Night Football. The rest of the NFL community has watched your game. And it wasn't like we played at 1 p.m. on a Sunday where motherfuckers didn't see our fucking game. Everyone saw this fucking game. Peyton Manning in the house. You know, Sunday Night Football gets probably around 25, 30 million fucking viewers. Everyone watch this game like they do on Thanksgiving. There's no escaping it. So, Yasmin, you're going to have to be tough this week. You're going to have to be tough this week, guys. You're going to have to be really fucking tough. But just know this. There's only about 7 to 8 days next Monday until you finally go to that game and hopefully complete one of the bigger upsets of the season. Because, look, no one's giving us a chance to win that fucking game. Now, in my opinion, that, to me, just like that first game was at St. Louis for Seattle, this could be a bit of a trap game for for Seattle. I think for the first time this season, I really think the Lions are going to be stepping into a game where there's absolutely no expectations for them to win. This is the first time probably since the New England game, or I would probably say, because there were some people giving us a chance to beat Green Bay in the NFC North game. There really was some people giving us a chance to go to Lambeau and end that fucking streak. The New England game was probably the last game where there was a really certainty of a fucking loss. This game, nobody will really give the Lions a fucking chance to win on Monday. That should ease the Lions up. If no one's giving you a chance, there's low expectations, that means there's no pressure on you. People think the season is over. People already got you going 0-4. You guys got nothing to lose. And if I'm Jim Caldwell, I'm calling the plays. I'm calling some loose ass plays. I'm calling some deep down the field fucking throws. I'm not even caring no more about not getting the ball intercepted no more. I'm doing anything. I don't give a fuck. If our season is over, I'm not giving a fuck. I'm just throwing the ball down the field without even worried about shit. It might just fucking work in this game. Because I looked at Seattle today and they barely escaped by the fucking Bears. I know they shut them out 26-0. That's a pathetic ass fucking performance from Seattle. Really fucking pathetic. Really only 26 fucking points. You couldn't get 50 off the fucking Bears. It was 3-0 like halfway through the fucking game. Come on, Seattle, man. Y'all ain't the same team, man. That's why I said New England is the only elite team in the fucking league this year. Only fucking elite team, man. Nobody else until New England is so somebody take their ass out of the playoffs, everyone else is just a pretender. Calling them out right now. Everybody else is just a fucking pretender. Ain't nobody more elite than in this league than in New England right now. Alright? Let's just face reality. Nobody is. I don't even know why motherfuckers might as well just hand the Lombardi Trophy to New England, because that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to win another one. Because that team looks even more dangerous than they did last year. It's going to take the New York Giants getting to the Super Bowl again in order for New England to lose at the fucking Super Bowl. And it's crazy because we might get another New England fucking Super Bowl. Probably going to get one this year. Anyways, yeah, Seattle done fell off this year, man. They done fell off, man. Like I said, they could be had, but we got to push past that crowd noise. And I'm telling you right now, I want Golden Tate to get about 20 targets in this fucking game. Matthew Stafford, just throw the ball to Golden Tate the whole fucking game. Just throw it to Golden Tate, because he's going to be amped to get this shit done. You know, I don't know if he slept with Russell Wilson's girlfriend or whatever. I don't know what the fuck. Y'all know that whole issue. Maybe that's why he was traded. But I really don't give a fuck. But Golden Tate, this is homecoming game, man. I don't want to see Yasmin Green. I don't want to see her lose. If you know all her friends is going to this game, I don't want. I just really don't. I don't know, man. All right, let me wrap up this video, man. Y'all have a good week, man. Still trying to have some faith, but it's getting harder and harder. But just know that we're facing the Care Bears in 3 weeks. Let's just count down to that. Oh, man. Rough. Just keep your heads up, guys. All right, y'all, man. Peace.
Let's find out how ready you are.
In the no-holds-barred world of deep-cover espionage, survival in a hostile environment demands you to be the master of many skills. It's no different on the football field. Take this man. Terrell Owens. Intel indicates he's one of the most dangerous receivers in the game. Mastering many of the attributes that makes a good field agent great.
Let's go, T.O. Let's go, T.O.
He's sophisticated. Able to get the message across.
That's a first.
Schooled in the delicate art of negotiation.
They hate to love me.
And of course, a master of disguise. So don't blink or you'll miss the action. On and off the field. And remember this.
Everyone on a mission.
Without men like Terrell Owens, it's nothing but a game.
Now you're ready for some football. You ready for this? Here we go.
Raise the curtain to the band. Did someone say lights?
The NFL hits the big stage tonight.
The Steelers roll into the city by the bay. The Niners plan to make it a painful stay.
The ticket is punched.
The stars are in sight.
Everyone comes to play on Monday night.
Hit it. Woo! Come on and hit it.
Can you hit me now?
Come on and get ready.
I think you're ready for this.
Are you ready